Right, you're ready for the next reveal. So much information keeps coming through and I just feel like I haven't got enough time to take all this information down, so just bear with me because I'm going to just read through what I've got, and already they're working on the next one and it's like, right, I'm going to finish this one off. Okay, so let's get started. I just wanted to thank everybody for the amazing messages also for my last lot of videos, and because when you leave the messages and subscribe, honestly you're filling my heart, and so thank you in return from me to you. Okay, I have in this one today, it's a bit of everything, a few dates along with how to kick ass and rise up, and also more energy shifts from a government member. So 6 months ago, went to a friend's place for dinner, where a lot of the elite live, judges, CEOs, parliament members, bankers. And I was so blown away on the dense energy in that location. I wondered where the hell I was going. It was honestly felt like the pits of hell. We drove down to her street, and this one prominent parliament official just happened to walk out of his house at the exact time when we were driving past. So it was literally, we were driving and driving this way, and he, exact time. You couldn't have planned it any better than what it was, how they got us to meet up. I was completely blown away, as I was not expecting to see him. And I knew then I was in for an interesting night. What the hell did my guides have up their sleeves that they wanted to show me? When we were driving past, you should have seen my face. My mouth just dropped as I could feel the pure evil from this residence where he resided. And I looked straight at his face and picked up on the heavy, dense energy around him. When we arrived at my friend's place, she showed us around the property. Then she took me upstairs on the deck to her house. It was like for me, the light in the dark to all the moths. I described to her straight away, I could feel all this evil that came flying at me, as they knew that I was in the location. And my energy was of pure light, and they came to attack. I was completely agitated, and I knew I was getting psychically attacked, as I had to keep excusing myself from the table. At the time, I felt embarrassed, as I just wanted to go home, as I knew the whole area of her suburb was of that energy, and it was them and what they are all associated to. As I scanned the area, I was revolted on what I saw. I actually felt physically sick to my stomach. I can officially say 6 months later, we went back for dinner. It was only, last 2 weekends ago. They've gone. And when we drove past his house, the energy had completely shifted up. When I walked outside my friend's property that night, I actually enjoyed being out in her garden under the night sky. Whereas before, I could not do that. I thoroughly enjoyed the space, and I scanned the whole area looking for what was there before. I can officially say it had completely gone. A cleanup has been done. When I went to go home, I drove past his property, as I am like a hawk at night time, and I wanted to experience to see if he had been rounded up. When I looked at the property, I no longer felt that revolting energy residing there. I can certainly say and confirm that it gave me, again, more confidence, knowing I wasn't picking up on that energy. as we don't get to physically see what is going on out there on the cleanup, behind the scene, that what's happening. As my last remote view, I talked about how the government had shifted energy. My friends even commented that night, a couple of weekends ago I should say, that I looked so much more at peace at their house, and even my dog was so excited being there, as I knew that she could feel the negative energy in the area. So let's talk about a mandate. It's one of the greatest infringements upon an individual liberty and separation of powers. When I stand up to the deep state governments, sorry, not me, when people, oh my God, hey, yeah, but I am anyway, doesn't matter. So when people stand up to the deep state governments and take back charge of their country, they then can participate in a global currency reset of, I don't know if you've heard of the Nasara Jasara. I can officially say on the 27th of October 2021, New Zealand has made that stand. That evening, most of New Zealand did not sleep as our land called out to each individual. And the people connected to her. It was a day of New Zealand has come together, and the energy has been incredible ever since. After the pure evil that was handed out to our people with the mandate to every business that everyone has to be jabbed. The pure tears of sorrow was felt right throughout the land. Something shifted and Mother Earth has risen during the evening, and we have heard her call. Nothing can stop what's coming, that's for sure. No matter what she will throw at us, Madam herself, in Parliament. No matter what she will throw at us, which I know she will, the warrior and the sovereign souls are standing tall on our land as to say, no more. There's a few dates that I'm just going to quickly skim through, just to, just that things have been happening out there. 17th of October, the cabal defaulted on the Federal Reserve, and the IRS were no longer under control. This has also opened up a global reset. You've probably noticed that you've received a letter from the Inland Revenue, and with the bank that went down, there's something shifting in there, you can tell. You cannot tell me that's just normal. But they've been saying they're updating, so that's fine. But yeah, we know more. On the 18th, in the US, there's the Tesla free energy was connected, and the military have been using it. I've heard, don't quote me, 20th of October, the collapse of the Three Gorges Dam, which has triggered a $5.7 billion loss. Under the dam, there was a lot of child, and I can't use the other word, and it starts with TR. There was a lot of a production of what they took from the children, from their blood, and I'm not going to use the name. So anyway, just to let you know, the off-worlders have taken control of this. The CCP, the communist military, were taken over by the white hats in China to free the communist rule. And on the 22nd of October, the Air Force One, Trump boarded on global currency reset. So 209 countries to the gold asset-backed currencies. And I know myself, I did witness on one of the videos where Biden on a video confirmed, and he actually said it because I did see it myself, Donald Trump is the US president, that he was not their president and that Donald Trump is their president. 24th of October to roughly about the 3rd of November, there's a global military operation going down. And yeah, definitely in New Zealand, we have heard of the Italian military are down in Christchurch doing their thing. So another thing we've also, and intuitively you're picking up of a potential lockdown. Now that is a positive lockdown. It's only because that is then going to let you know there's more reveals coming through. So you can imagine when the others find out what they don't know, it's for everybody's safety. So when you hear of that, that'll be one of the reasons, well, the main reason why. But again, timelines keep shifting. Everything keeps shifting all the time. Okay, so once November rolls, be prepared because it's going to be a mind-blowing experience. I'm picking up the middle of November. We're going to see prominent people that are going to step out into the limelight, and it's going to be mind-blowing. On the 3rd, the first week also in November, you imagine that is just confirmation that we've got, where are we? We've got, you imagine satanic buildings that have been operating, and if they've been cleared out, wouldn't you want to get rid of them? Why would you want for our new world to carry that energy? You can't clean them for what's been done in there. It's like bye-bye. I actually have seen that in Wellington as well. It's big time. Trump did say we're going to have an early Christmas, so bring it on November for an early Christmas, because there will be celebration and inauguration as victory is upon us. With the earthquakes that have been taking place, a lot of them have been the bearing around the world that are getting hit by the Tesla rods of God. This has been happening all around the world, and it's a big and even bigger down there below, as there has been a lot of child, and I'm not going there on the word, but you can imagine what I'm trying to say. Only because I don't want the video to be taken down. This has been extremely interesting watching where they occur to the locations of the tunnel systems, and this is the earthquakes I'm talking about, so-called, but yeah, we know it's more than just that, if it was even an earthquake. The other night, when it was extremely heavy energy, I got my son to help me on a project to help many that were thinking of suicide. It was like a massive SOS calling that went out. I sent it also out to other healers that we needed to come together and complete a massive rescue. We connected with so many light workers from all around the world. We held hands where we created this incredible, beautiful energy of pure love. We pumped it right out there. You can feel the energies of people that were sending out their prayers and requests. It was incredible. You could feel it all coming through. It was like creating a massive net for so many souls and hearing their requests they were putting out to source. We kept pumping out the energy, and it was like we were a vortex of energy ourselves. We were getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it was glowing of pure white light. The frequency was out of this world. It was off-world to what we are working with. It was for us to go out there and connect and to be present for our countries, from all around the globe. We all connected, and the energy was surging in this vortex of pure strength. Your head was literally thrown back and your arms wide open to work with the energy. I said to my son that it is the force of the energy that we were working with, as it was so incredibly powerful when you work at this scale. He was taken back on how far he had to hold his arms out, and I told him it was the representation of the size of the energy that you hold for the collective. We created a safety net, and there were off-worlders and angels that joined with us, and we put the safety net underneath both of our islands here in New Zealand. It was like a web of thread of pure love frequency, and we took it out and beamed it. That was quite spectacular in itself. We held the space out to the collective, as you could feel the incredible sadness to the point of people wanting to take their own lives. We beamed so much love energy out to those ones that were going to do this to themselves. We were catching them in the net, and we sent them so much love to help them. Their thought patterns were changed up as the negativity could not hold on them to that level any longer. It was fascinating as we kept that going, and the energy was pulsating, and the energy that night was beyond. I always know when I have to go out, as it's overwhelming call. We also work with some amazing energies from underneath the country that are literally hanging out to reconnect with each one of you all. We have been misled that we had dinosaurs that have walked this earth. So sitting with a friend the other day, we discussed this, and it makes sense. How can they mate, dinosaurs, when they have the short legs and massive tail is in the way? As that would not work like how other mammals mate. Also, the dinosaurs with the ones with the spikes on the back, well, that can't work either if you think about it. So this leaves a question mark in your mind's eye. As when I go back in time, I have never seen them, but I have with dragons. Now that's another story. What does make sense if you talk with other intuitive people that they have beautiful, majestic dragons that they work with, as they were back in Atlantis times, and they have been long awaiting to come back. We're going to learn what we don't know very soon about everything, absolutely everything, as most things are the complete opposite. We have been fooled all our life, and I'm sharing what I have seen, not from a textbook. So many need to be burnt, the textbooks. We have all known of dragons and fairy tales. As we have been guided, they are make-believe, when in actual fact, it was the dinosaurs. Yet some religions have disputed that dinosaurs even walked the earth. I can assure you, from my own personal self, with the work that I have completed out there on the spiritual war, that I have had to call upon 3 different dragons to help me. I did not even believe that you could call upon them till I met a few people that worked with them. So they gave me the guidance, and I completed a meditation to call upon my dragon. This is another video itself I can make up. I know that every person will be gifted their dragon as you used to work with them, and they can't wait to reunite with you again. It's just that you have forgotten about them. So I'm letting you know to keep your heart open and accept them when they back in at the right time. I've always loved laying on the grass. Who doesn't? But manifesting images with the clouds, as I could feel different images coming through the clouds. Now, what I find fascinating now, as I lay and I try and I look up at the clouds, my heart sinks, as all I see now is a constant heavy dark grey clouds and a cloud seeding that goes on along with the chemtrails. My father taught me back as a child that people suffer from allergies with the chemtrails as they get affected by the plane flies over with a white trail behind them. Being an alternative healer myself, I used to track this, and sure enough, you knew breathing weaknesses would be triggered off in skin conditions when you'd see the plane fly over. With a normie would be, well, about 24 hours sometimes. Recently, I learned more about the heart machines, and I looked into this and the ripple clouds that you get displayed in the sky. When you saw this, you knew the next day we were in for a heavy rain. And sure enough, that all has been lately. When they rest up, they give us 1 day of sun. If you're lucky, 2 sunny days. I've always called it lizard weather now. The universe is presenting us with some magical signs at the moment, and they are many and are in, because at the moment they're really pumping the fear state, so they're not connecting to you on the magical signs, because when you are in a fear state you struggle to see the signs. The fear state is preventing you from connecting into that frequency. The message now is to lift your frequency and start tapping into pure magic. The angels and the higher realms are sending you to lift you up and out. It is going back into the magic in life and really understanding the messages that the universe sends. As they are protecting you. The pure fear-based drama is drummed out to us. Think about it. It puts you in a fight and flight state of massive distress. When you are under stress, you can't see any positive. You can only connect to negativity, even though you do strive to find the positive. You will manifest an outcome that is not even yours. And if it's pumped out to you continuously, you'll become that state, even though you will fight it the whole time. For an example, the other day I was in my kitchen, and out of nowhere a thought pattern came in. Get your jab. Straight away. I thought, okay, I'll go now. Where did that even come from? As I do not support this. And I sat back and I realized that it wasn't my subconscious, but a frequency of a thought that was generated to me. You have to ask yourself, how many other people have been affected by this programming? On a positive note, when you create a collective amount of people worldwide on the same positive focus, you can then see what it will create. It will then be manifested to override what is programmed into the everyday moment. When you constantly are in fear, you will walk along the wrong timeline. The message my guides are coming through right now is this is what is happening. The biggest thing you can do right now is to change that up. So the way to do this, I can tell you how, as I have personally overcome it, as I have been placed in situations out of my control where I was in the worst fear that you can imagine. So I would go in, within, and I would stop and become quiet when the fear was so great. I could no longer think for myself. It was easy to just go within, and then it would stop. Well, guess what? They will not stop, as this is how the evil, they are working on an agenda. And they do not give up till they have total control over you. And this is done by you signing away your freedoms and your health. That is the way they work, and I will show you how I have managed to get through. As I did not collapse under pressure, they constantly sent out to me. Look what they're doing right now. They're constantly feeding you fear. So let's shift this aside and literally conjure up all this love in your heart and take a deep breath in. So all you've got to do is take a deep breath in, breathe it in, and breathe it out. And just keep doing it, breathing in and breathing out. I'm sending you a whole pile of angels right now while you're doing this breathing exercise of pure love. Even go down to the beach, you're under a tree right now. So breathe it in and exhale it out. Breathe it in and breathe it out. While you're doing that, imagine expanding your shoulders. And when you breathe out, just drop away any lack of confidence and fear. You breathe in pure love and strength of knowing that you are going to get through this. And breathe out any negative thoughts or anything that is holding you back, causing you fear, and literally breathe it out. And breathe in love and just sit in this pure essence and feel it, and feel your whole body pulsating and your body getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Get more empowered. Find your strength and pump it out. Pump it from your chest. So imagine you're holding this beautiful magical light from your chest and push so much strength out into the universe and totally connect. Pump it out to the universe and you will connect yourself with the rest of us. And connect now. And then 10,000 to 100 times in your strength. Because you are power. And you are love. And you are of light. I'm just going to change. Right, this, and we are going to this, and we're going there. Right. Okay. Feel it and literally Feel it beam out. Make the connection and join into the universal love and lift your vibration and visualize lifting up your vibration. Up, up, up. Feeling the peace within inside you right now. Feel it. The whole vibration and visualize lifting up and feeling the peace and feeling alive and feeling just an intense love from the universe as they are sending this through to you. While you do this, now I just want you to be in this state. You can put me on pause and be peaceful in total peace. This is where you can put on a high frequency music and feeling so peaceful. Now visualize your situation right now. Feel the experience that you are going through. Put it in front of you and send so much love to it. And as big as it is, and enormous as it is, I want you to send so much love and shrink it down. Send so much love to it and light and make it brighter. Put it in a massive ball of white light and shine and make that situation dissolve right down, right now. When you get there, say thank you for teaching me what I'm learning from this situation. So what you're saying is that when you got a horrible negative situation that's come into your life, which it's quite easy at the moment, put it in front of you. Send so much love from here. Push it out. Literally push it out. And you have the negative there, but this is the love. And when you send love, you can actually dissolve a negative out. So use that way because it's really powerful. What you are learning from this experience is to climb and untangle yourself from all the evil that is upon the earth that you do not resonate to. It's all about lifting your vibration. And how the hell do you think you can override the most negative energy if you are not strong enough and if you are weak and will cave in? So for the ones that are standing up and finding your strength and doing this inner work, they have gone through this process themselves and they have found their inner soul was screaming out and crying, and they know they cannot allow themselves to roll over, so hence the standing. So find your strength and lift your vibration and stand proud, and no matter what decision you made up with this jab situation, doesn't matter what decision you made, it's time to stand up for everybody else and don't give in. This is for humanity now. We are coming together as one instead of this divide. We are strengthening humanity and we are lifting and shifting up at these times. If you focus on the fear, you will only manifest on the negative timeline of the 3D. And you have asked yourself now, is this where you want to constantly be in this energy? As it will only get worse, even if you have been jabbed. And they want you to have more and more jabs. Then they will bring out another virus. Have you woken up yet? It's never been about looking after your health. It's about taking away your soul, as that is what you have signed over to them. If you don't want to be on this timeline that you are resonating on at the present moment, that is for the lower frequency, connect with me, lifting up your frequency. So step up and lift up. And how do you do that? You have to dissolve the shit that you are carrying. And imagine in your massive backpack that you have that is holding you down with all the crap in that backpack. This is where the angels want to gift and work with you. They will literally take it away. So visualize in your mind's eye to drop it. Gift it to Mother Earth, for then she will cleanse and clear and take it away from you. So give yourself permission to do so. Then stand in your space as the light being of who you are, because you are of the light. And remember, that is what continues. It's not your body, it's your soul, as you are pure light. When you lift and brighten your light, you lift your mind and your body and your soul. You've just forgotten you are the light. When you ignite it and you strengthen it, anything is possible. So kick yourself into touch and claim your inner light and merge your light with all the other souls that are doing exactly the same. And imagine what we can all do for humanity, for lifting the vibration of this planet. When we lift the vibration, this is when we go into the 5th dimension. It is the most unbelievable experience, and that is not where evil or lower energies can reside, and that is pure peace and love. So you need to make a choice right now. Do you want to continue this apocalypse, this fear-mongering? And if you do not wish, turn off your TV. When you make that decision, you no longer wish to live like this and be segregated. And if you go against the rest of the population that is standing, you know what is going on. You know what can happen. When you can literally say that you know that you don't wish to be in that 3D world anymore, you change up and you find love back in your heart. You switch the TV and the radio off, and you learn to come home to yourself. You find peace and you connect to the pure source again. When you do that, you can lift your vibration. You connect to the higher frequencies. You then tune into everyone else that is on that frequency. And we come as one, where we are one collective. This is worldwide. It lifts the planet's vibration, and Mother Earth joins in, and God Himself. Whatever your belief is, we join as one. And let's do it now. You have to remember, whatever you think right now, that will become. And if you don't wish to be in this constant fear mode, shift up and change your thought patterns and change up. That is creating it to turn off the fear. Get into nature and have a dance parties, and get into the sea. And meditation, yoga, and walk with the dogs, and spend time with young children, and spend time to find the gifts, because there are thousands and millions that are going through this right now. I'm just trying to guide you and lift your energy to reconnect to your pure essence that you are looking for again. Use this right now, and this is what you are needing. Dissolve your fear with shifting your energy, as we are shifting out of fear and the evil of the planet and the evil energy has gone. The energy has lifted already, but you are now personally clearing out your past lives. The evil is now lifting away. And just feel it completely dissolving. And this definitely was apparent on the 28th of October when this grand energy we welcomed in. It was unbelievable. As I said last week, the end of October was going to be like an apocalypse for many that have not shifted up their energy prior. Remember, the pressure is on, as it's the only way to wake up people and for them to stand up. Even though it's the most horrendous way, how else will you stand collectively instead of the divide? You threaten everyone. Just one. Oh, it's actually not even that. We're coming in to the end. I'd love to know. I have to look at 31st because I'm not liking the energy of that one, but we can help shift, clear that. So when we're getting into the first week in November, there's some massive things that are going to start shifting. And I just wanted to share the story. As I worked with a guy the other day that was given the date of the 14th. So I got him to focus on it so we could shift the energy, because that was when he had to make the decision. By the time we finished, I could see a total celebration all around him by shifting the thought pattern of what they presented to you. It's like much like when a doctor will say to a cancer patient, because a cancer patient will always say, "Doctor, how long do you think?" And the doctor plays God and says a month, a year. Well, me as a healer, I can assure you that person takes those dates in the heart. The message gets sent to the brain. The brain calculates and goes throughout the body to start switching down, because they played God on those dates. Whenever I come near a cancer patient, I always ask them, "Were you given a date?" And they said yes. I said, "Yeah, I give you permission. Give me that date. Do you give me permission to take it away?" And I now gift it to the universe. By doing that, you take that fear away from that individual. And it's proven so many times that people I know have not gone on those dates because they made this shift in their thought patterns. How powerful is that? So go and gift somebody that. It's really amazing. I would also like to mention that in my heart of heart, I do believe that there will be a good outcome for the ones that have done a double jab. If they are still with us, as there is something there that will help. We have been constantly told there is nothing, but I think that was what the cabal put out, that message. So change the thought pattern. I've gone out there and I have not completely been told, but I know Trump and his team have already got something working, and they've been working that out. Imagine if he does not come out, the double jab would have come to their own fate. As we knew that, hence why we are standing up to this poison. What I have also been shown, that the ones that have held the light the whole way through, they are the new warriors for the new earth. While the ones that had been double jabbed and standing and reuniting, they'll be also looked after, along with the children that have had to experience this horrific cocktail into their bodies while their parents have been sleeping. I would also like to bring up the med beds. I have to say the technology of these, I can't wait to jump on one again. As in another remote view, I got to experience one. So many people noticed a change in me as though I was younger. Well, hands down, I will take that one for sure. How about the anti-aging? Are you in for this? As well as all the diseases. When we suffer from pain or fear, you have to experience deep within. And this is the only then your soul, and it forces you to seek within you to disconnect from your reality as you go inside to heal yourself from the trauma of what is happening to yourself at the time. Make a change, for the new beginning is about to happen. Green light! Green light! They keep showing you this traffic system. Well, when I see that, I do not acknowledge it. I see green light, go! Change it up, guys. Just change it up. It is all go this weekend as the horror movie where so many children were trafficked. It's green light, go, I say. As all I keep seeing is green lights, all green lights. As red lights don't work, as God has jammed them. The amber is slow down and make your choice. That's the traffic light system I like to look at. My guide showed me the other day, with Auckland being in shutdown or lockdown in prison, as they are completely shut down, it is so that the evil pedos, along with their connections to the elite, can no longer run and hide. They've been completely locked down and the white hats are moving in on them. Well, they have been there for a while, hence the lockdown. All I can see is these scared, not sacred, cleanse my mouth out. These scared, pathetic men running. It's like they run now for the first time as they are getting hunted. I can actually see it happening. The helicopters have also been flying around, as you can feel this as part of it all. As when they do fly over you, you can feel the dense energy of the takedown. For when the sleepers get told this virus was all part of the agenda of the evil, and the good guys have now overturned it and literally going to lose it. They're literally going to lose it, that's for sure. There'll be so much good that is about to be rained on every country. And then it'll be biblical for the cleansing and the end. I do see money and clearing, much healing that will take place. We will also start seeing the off-worlders, as they will be part of the rescue as well. You'll be feeling it now. And as the other day, the 27th of October, it has been an incredibly uplifting energy that I have never experienced before, to where I have been running on adrenaline, as you can see in my last videos. Just the other day when I was working with a gentleman in Auckland over the Zoom, he freaked out as there was a jab van that stopped right outside his home. He said he lived in the elite area. So straight away I scanned the van and I said that would be an amazing way to go to their homes and present them with the documents, or even arrested, and the people on the streets would be none of the wiser. Think about it. Anyone that has participated in the roll out of this jab for their own greed will have the wrath of God's hand. We have all watched the whole time during the 18 months and beyond to what you have done during this time and how you have helped. As the sifting out has been taken place to see what level of humanity would you go to help others in their greatest need of fear. So many have walked away as they have saving themselves and are condemning others for their own safety. This again is part of where they are in their evolution. But we have had to see this in the people because it's really showing up the divide and who and what they say to others. Have you ever come across a lizard person, a shapeshifter? I'd always see a lizard person and they always knew that I could see them. It was easy to detect for me to see them. As the way they would look at you, as they hated making eye contact. And straight away, I would make sure I would stare them in the eye. And as soon as I locked on them, I could see them for who they are. As they certainly do not have a soul. They would feel unsettled and try and attack me. This is where I would always hold my space and not back down. Well, they have completely gone now and to never return again. On the 28th of October 2021 was the day massive energies came through the land. It was the most incredible experience to be part of. I called out to my son to go sit in my chair that I do my work in and to sit with the vortexes, my angel vortexes, while I went into another angel vortex at another location with a friend, and we welcomed the energies that came through. It's so hard to even describe what we saw out there. It was like a battle that was going on with the evil and the deception. And then it was like the skies opened up and this magnificent energy of pure love rained upon the earth. It was the most magnificent image that I could still hold in my memories. It was like the elder of the land came through along with the higher vibrational energies. I witnessed it. I went straight forth to the evil and challenged it. It was like both energies were merging as one. Then it was all white love energy only as it stood there and claimed the land back. And I witnessed everyone that has done wrong, their power was taken from them. They all stood there with their head hung low, and now their destiny is in the universal law, for they have betrayed the people of the land. So there are hundreds and thousands will never get away with this worldwide. If the people do not change and step over with the people of the land, that they have participated and witnessed and have a knowing of what they've done. Again, they will be challenged, not only with their conscience, but the consequences of their actions, as they have been blinded by the wrong leader. All I want to finish off here and say, we have won! And the cleanup is just taking place. I have never seen so much love and high frequencies upon the land, and it's just like we have opened our doors to the military of pure essence of love that is completely blasting that wrong energy, completely blasting it away. So you can imagine this massive, massive scale of energy that's come through, and it's literally just blowing those energies out. I can't believe how so many people are experiencing the amazing upgrading system of fatigue, ringing in the ears, insomnia. As give gratitude. As you are shifting into the 4 to 5D high frequencies and welcoming in this incredible energy into your being. So know in your heart, when you send so much love out to the universe, you are participating in the most incredible spiritual war, which is over, which has been won. And acknowledging the soldiers out there cleaning the last part up, as the media is the enemy of the people, as they are the virus that have all been brought off. Watch very soon when it starts changing up. And that's when you know who is then in charge of them. This brings me most joy to pass on this message to you all. Be kind to the sleepers that are still carrying out the movie of deception, as they will awaken at the right time. When they see it all roll out for them on the TV, as they are so programmed that this is their Bible of living through their own fear. So go out there with much joy in your heart and stay safe, as when the sleepers awaken, this is the time that you are needing to be there for them, as they will be hanging their head in shame on how they have treated so many. So I'm sending you so much love now. And tonight I'll see if I can do a remote view and bring it through for you, because this message just came through and it needed to be said. So honestly, hold no fear, no fear. Stand tall, stand proud of your country, and know it's so close to being over. You can feel the energy changing up, because it's just been incredible. So I send you so much love,